Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome inside the Fantasy Sports Network studios. This is the first day of Week 14 of your fantasy basketball season. 11 games on the schedule today, but only 4 from Eastern, 8 Eastern on. Let's bring in Tony Sakata of Fantasy Sports Radio Network. Tony, we got the Warriors and the Cavs, and man, Cleveland, they spent 17 of the last 20 days on the road. 10 of their last 12 ball games have been on the road. They've lost 3 straight, 7 of 9, 8 of 11. Now they get the best team in the NBA in the Warriors tonight, who have won 12 straight ball games on the road. What's your expectations for tonight?
I'll tell you what, my expectation is not a lot of good defense on the Cleveland side. So we're going to be minimal on the Cleveland players in tonight's selections.
Yeah, and they play these two teams have played the last 2 days, on Martin Luther King Jr. holidays, and they've, Cleveland's lost by a combined 69 points. And you mentioned defense. Isaiah Thomas's last 3 games, Cleveland has allowed 387 points. Nonetheless, these are the 2 best teams in the NBA. Certainly, I expect a close ball game tonight. So what are we doing? What's your strategy for in play? How are we starting things off? A lot of superstars tonight, Tony. Where are we going in the first quarter?
We're going with Stephen Curry. I'm taking for granted he will play back-to-back games. He's averaging 17 fantasy points in quarter 1 in January. Now, if Curry does not play, Kevin Durant is averaging 16 fantasy points and LeBron James 17 fantasy points in the first quarter. So Curry's my pick, and Durant and James also could be used in the first quarter.
Yeah, no shortage of options here, so keep an eye on the news for sure. And Curry's been unbelievable since he's returned to the lineup in January. Okay, second quarter, where are we going?
We're going with Kevin Durant. He's the leader in quarter 2 fantasy points with 11.7. Durant is shooting 80% from the field, 66% from three-point line. And if Stephen Curry doesn't play and you use Durant in quarter 1, Klay Thompson and David West both averaging double-digit fantasy points in quarter 2 in January.
Yeah, I noticed when one of the big 3, when I'm talking about Curry and Durant, I suppose one of those guys, even Draymond, and I know you know this, Tony, Klay he just gets a lot of play in the second quarter, so I like that strategy as well. LeBron in the third, I take it?
Yep, LeBron James playing 11 minutes in the third quarter. He's averaging 14 fantasy points since January 1st, but 14 points is nice, but I expect an improvement as LeBron is only shooting 37% from the field since January 1st, 37% from three-point line. The field goal percentage will rise, and LeBron will pick up even more points in quarter 3.
All right, Curry, Durant, LeBron. What are we doing here in the fourth? There's still lots of good options left.
There's plenty of options, but the guy we're going with is Draymond Green. Since January 1st, he leads the Warriors in fourth quarter scoring ahead of Curry, ahead of Durant with 10.6 fantasy points. He's playing the second most minutes on the team. Green is shooting 50% from the field and 53% from three-point line.
53% from three-point line. Fantastic stuff. Okay, Draymond in the fourth. Little recap of the first 3 quarters, Tony.
We're going Stephen Curry in quarter 1, Kevin Durant in quarter 2, LeBron James playing almost the entire third quarter. He'll be our guy in the third quarter, and Draymond Green, who's been finishing up games for the Golden State Warriors.
All right, Warriors and Cavs, 8 Eastern tonight. Get your in-play app ready, and check out Tony Sakata again. 11 games. Hopefully everybody sets their lineups in time. Just a little reminder of that in your seasonal formats. But check out Tony Sakata. It's Lineup Lock live on Fantasy Sports Radio Network, 6 Eastern until 7. They'll break down the latest in the NBA, talk more about this game, and check out NBA.com/fantasy for the latest in the NBA. Enjoy the basketball, Tony. We'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
All right, take care.